pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Meeting will please come to order. We do have proof of posting in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code as amended, known as the Texas Open Meetings Act. Any members of the public who wish to speak shall have 5 minutes. All right, if there are none, we'll go to item number 1, to approve the purchase of a single axle bobtail dump truck through HGAC by Precinct 2. And the motion would be to approve the purchase of the 2023 Freightliner M2106 VIN number. I have that written on here for the motion in the amount of $113,262 through the HGAC buy.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried. There you go. Item number 2 is budget transfers and amendments. You have a sheet. There are 2 of them.
The trucks went up from when I budgeted.
When you know.
From August, that's why I'm having transfer.
Yeah, my transfer, $97.80 is just the final payoff from the skid steer, last payment. So the we're $97.80 off budgeted for that payoff. So that's what it's for.
Yeah,
Make a
motion.
motion to accept the budget transfer amendment. Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 3. 3 is to approve and pay bills, but there's no action on that. Isn't that correct? Correct. Item number 4 is to open the bid packets for the county depositories for the county public funds, trust funds in the possession of the county clerk and the district clerk's registry funds.
All right, we have received some packages, and I believe these were sent to the county judge's office, and were given to me this morning. So we have one from Community National Bank and Trust of Texas. We do have our good faith check. It looks like we have 3 copies on that one. All we're doing today is opening them and making sure the information's in there, and then we'll compile the worksheet to be looked at and to approve with next time. We have one from Citizens State.
Well, that's on the 29th. Is that what we talked about?
We will award it on April 5th.
April 5th, okay.
Who's that one, Kenny?
This one is Citizens State Bank. We have our good faith check, and we have 3 copies. This next one is from Prosperity Bank. This one is marked original, does have our good faith check. And the 3 copies.
So we do have 3 packets that were submitted, and as Jeannie said, we will, she will do a spreadsheet on all of those, and then the investment committee will review them, isn't that our proper
Present to the
procedure?
board.
And then we will award on April the 5th. That will give us time to go through all of that, look at it. If we have any questions, then we can contact them to get the information and be ready for a presentation April the 5th. Item number 5 is courthouse historical designations. Miss Karen has been working on this, and she's just gonna give us a little update.
So, I've been working on doing the historical designations for the courthouse. One is the recorded Texas landmark, and one is for the National Registry of Historic Places. I am pretty much done with this one for the state, which is the recorded Texas Historic Landmark. I just have to get the check to submit the application to the state and then submit it to the County Historical Commission for them to review it and approve it. And then from there, they send the rest of the application to the state. And then it'll be about September, I think, is when we'll hear something, if we get approved for that historical designation or not. And then we'll have a fancy plaque outside the courthouse. And then for the National Registry, I pretty much have to nominate the courthouse for the designation. I have to make a paper that shows pretty much the historical significance of the courthouse and how it is significant to our county, and send it to this actual Texas Historical Commission, and then once it's approved by the Texas Historical Commission, they send it to the National Park Service for it to be approved by them. And so that's where we're at on that.
And we did do the master plan for the courthouse, and we sent it to the state.
And it's been approved.
It's been approved, and I'll tell him what he said. Mr. Melanophy was here last Wednesday.
Yes, we met, Judge and I met with James Melanophy, who is the Texas Historical Commission reviewer of master plans in the courthouse division for the courthouse preservation program. And then we met with Sterling Thompson and Scott Kopinski from Sterling and Cap Architects. And we talked more about the grant application process. The grant application won't be open until sometime at the beginning of next year. They do it the year that they're not in the legislative session is when they award those grants. And then we talked about what all we need to do to prepare for that, which is why I'm working on the historical designations. Those help with points on the grant application. And it's not only good for that, it's good to preserve the courthouse, the history of the courthouse for the county. And we also talked about, like what I said, what else we need to do to get ready to be able to submit that grant application. Sterling and Cap are gonna, from I think what we've talked about, are gonna prepare the application. And then I'm working on the designations so we can get those done.
And Mr. Melanophy did have good remarks about our plan that was presented. What exactly did he say? I can't remember.
He said that our master plan was very well put together, a lot of information, great information, and better than some of the other counties that he's seen.
And I say that we do use that same architect from Waco, and he has done a good job for us. He sure has. Anyway, we'll be going forward with that to try to get a grant from the state.
That's all the information I have.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any comments from commissioners, court members?